Good morning. Big news. A major snowstorm is set to blanket nearly the entire UK this Sunday. This isn't just a dusting. Almost every part of England, Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland could see significant snowfall. The storm could be one of the most widespread of the season, with millions affected. Expect gusty winds, blowing snow and tricky travel conditions. Whether you're planning to go out or stay in, this storm will impact your Sunday. We'll break down the timing, locations and impacts so you can prepare. Grab a warm drink, let's dive into what's coming. Here's your national forecast. Let's get into the details. Timing is everything. In the world of weather, a few hours can make all the difference between a quiet morning and a dramatic, unforgettable start to the day. As the city sleeps, the stage is set for a remarkable transformation. The first delicate flakes will begin to drift down early Sunday morning, long before the sun rises, and while most people are still tucked under their covers, unaware of the changes happening outside their windows, the silence of the early hours will be broken only by the gentle sound of snow settling on rooftops and pavements. The storm makes its entrance from the Atlantic, sweeping in from the west. By around 3 a.m., Northern Ireland and the western edges of Great Britain will be the first to feel its icy touch. The wind will pick up, and the snow will begin to fall in earnest, blanketing fields and towns alike. By 6 a.m., the storm will have gathered strength, spreading heavy snow across Wales, most of Scotland, and northwest England. Weather maps will show thick bands of white stretching across the country, and the countryside will be transformed into a winter wonderland as the first light of dawn reveals a landscape covered in fresh, untouched snow. Even regions further south like the West Midlands and parts of southern England will not be spared. Here, the snow may start a bit later, but by the time most people are waking up, a soft layer of white will already be accumulating on cars, gardens, and roads, hinting at the challenges and beauty the day will bring. For many, the first sight upon opening the curtains will be a world utterly changed. Streets, parks, and rooftops will be blanketed in white, and the familiar landscape will look almost magical. Children may rush to the window in excitement, while adults contemplate the day ahead and the impact of the storm. Travel disruptions could begin before most people are even out of bed. Roads and railways may already be covered, making early commutes treacherous or even impossible in some areas. Emergency services and local councils will be on high alert, working to keep key routes open as the snow continues to fall. For cities like Cardiff, Belfast, Glasgow, and Manchester, Sunday will begin with winter in full force. Streets that are usually bustling will be quiet, muffled by the thick snow, and city centers will take on a rare, peaceful beauty as the storm continues to sweep through. The storm arrives quickly and with remarkable intensity. No one will be waiting long for its effects to be felt. As the morning unfolds, the true scale of the storm will become clear, marking the start of a day that Britain won't soon forget. As Sunday unfolds, the powerful winter storm continues its relentless journey eastward, blanketing vast stretches of the UK in a thick layer of snow. What began as a swirling mass of clouds and wind in the west now transforms the landscape, spreading its icy grip to millions more as the hours pass. The countryside, once green and familiar, is quickly overtaken by a sea of white, with snowdrifts piling up along hedgerows and fields, disappearing beneath the storm's advance. By midday, the heart of the storm targets major cities. London and Yorkshire brace for their turn, as snowflakes begin to swirl through the air, dusting rooftops and turning busy streets into wintry scenes. The south, especially around Southampton, faces the brunt of the storm, with heavy bands of snow sweeping in and near blizzard conditions making travel hazardous. Visibility drops, and the wind howls through city streets, creating a sense of urgency as residents rush to prepare. Each region experiences the storm differently. In London, commuters struggle through slushy pavements, while in Yorkshire, the snow falls thick and fast, quickly accumulating on cars and sidewalks. By lunchtime, much of England finds itself in the thick of the blizzard, with schools closing early and public transport slowing to a crawl. The storm's intensity varies, but its reach is undeniable, touching communities large and small. As the afternoon progresses, the snow continues its eastward march, reaching the rural expanses of East Anglia. Here, the landscape is transformed into a winter wonderland, with fields and villages blanketed in white. The storm's passage is marked by a hush, as the world slows down, and the only sound is the gentle fall of snowflakes. By evening, the main front of the storm finally moves out over the North Sea. In its wake, it leaves behind a deep freeze, with temperatures plummeting and widespread snow cover stretching from coast to coast. Towns and cities settle into a quiet stillness, the day's chaos replaced by the eerie calm of a frozen landscape. By the end of the day, an astonishing 90% of the UK could find itself under a blanket of snow. From the Scottish Highlands to the southern coast, the storm's impact is visible everywhere. Roads, parks, and gardens are all transformed, and the country wakes up to a scene more reminiscent of the Arctic than the British Isles. But even as the snow stops falling, the impacts linger. Icy conditions set in overnight, turning roads and pavements treacherous. Emergency services urge caution, and communities band together to help clear paths and check on vulnerable neighbors. The deep freeze that follows the storm can be just as challenging as the snow itself. This is more than just a local event, it's a truly national phenomenon. From iconic landmarks in London to remote villages in the countryside, the entire nation feels the storm's effects. The shared experience brings people together as everyone faces the challenges and beauty of a snow-covered Britain. The story doesn't end when the last snowflake falls. In the days that follow, lingering snow and ice continue to shape daily life. People navigate slippery streets, children build snowmen, and the country adapts to a new wintry reality. The aftermath of the blizzard will be felt long after the skies clear. Let's take a closer look at which cities have been most affected by this extraordinary winter storm, and how communities across the UK are responding to the challenges it brings. Which major cities are in the storm's path? Nearly all of them. London could see major disruptions by midday, while Birmingham, Manchester, and Newcastle brace for significant snow. Belfast and Cardiff will be among the first hit, with Edinburgh and Glasgow also expecting substantial snowfall. This storm is nationwide, stretching resources and impacting daily life across the UK. Everyone should pay close attention to local forecasts and official advice. Let's talk snow totals. How much snow? It depends on where you are and your elevation. Scottish hills could see up to 21 centimeters, 8 inches. Northern England's higher ground may get up to 14 centimeters, 6 inches. The Midlands and Wales can expect around 5 centimeters, 2 inches. Even southern England, including London, could see a coating to a couple of inches, more in localized bands. Almost everyone will see enough snow to make this a notable event. From deep drifts in the north to a blanket in the south, this storm will leave its mark. Now let's look at the science behind the forecast. How do we know all this? It's all about weather models. The GFS, ECMWF, and UK Met Office models all agree a major snowstorm is coming. When multiple models align, confidence in the forecast is high. The Met Office and BBC Weather both warn of significant snow and wintry hazards. Pay attention to official warnings for your area. They're your best guide. The science is clear. Get ready for a day of impactful winter weather. What happens after the storm? What's next after the snowstorm? Early next week stays cold with lingering snow and widespread ice risks. By mid-week, milder, wetter Atlantic air returns, melting snow and raising flood risks. The rapid thaw, combined with rain, could cause local flooding, especially in low-lying areas. The BBC and Met Office both highlight this quick shift from freeze to thaw. The story continues with ice, then potential flooding. Stay alert for changing conditions. Now, let's talk about how this storm will disrupt daily life. Travel on Sunday will be severely disrupted. Roads, rail, and air. Major routes could become impassable, and untreated roads will be hazardous. Rail and airports face delays and cancellations, especially at major hubs. Power outages are possible as heavy snow and wind hit power lines. Many events will be canceled, and authorities will urge people to stay home. Even simple errands could become difficult. Stock up and stay put if possible. The safest place is indoors, letting emergency crews do their work. Prepare for a pause in normal weekend life. Respect the storm's power. Now here's how to stay safe and snug. As winter storms approach, it's important to take a few simple steps to keep yourself, your loved ones, and your home safe and comfortable. Here's your essential guide to preparing for the storm, so you can face whatever the weather brings with confidence and peace of mind. Stay informed by regularly checking updates from the Met Office and your local authorities. Enable weather alerts on your phone and keep an eye on the news, so you're always aware of changing conditions and any important warnings or advice. Don't forget to check in on vulnerable neighbors, friends, or family members, especially those who are elderly or have health conditions. A quick visit or phone call before the storm hits can make a big difference, ensuring they have everything they need and aren't left isolated. Stock up on essentials like food, bottled water, medications, and batteries. Make sure you have enough supplies to last several days in case roads become impassable or shops close. Don't forget pet food and baby supplies if needed. Prepare your home for possible power cuts by gathering blankets, warm clothes, and torches. Charge your devices in advance, and keep a battery-powered radio handy to stay connected if the electricity goes out. If you can, avoid traveling during severe weather. But if you must go out, make sure your vehicle is winter-ready. Check your tires, top up antifreeze, and pack an emergency kit with snacks, water, a torch, and a blanket. Let someone know your route and expected arrival time. Dress warmly in layers, including a waterproof outer layer, and wear shoes or boots with good grip to prevent slips and falls. Take extra care on icy pavements and roads, and allow extra time for your journey. When clearing snow, take it slow and steady. Shoveling can be strenuous, especially in cold weather, so don't overexert yourself. Take breaks, stay hydrated, and ask for help if you need it. With a little preparation, you can stay safe, warm, and even find moments to enjoy the beauty of winter from the comfort of your home. Watch the snow fall, share a hot drink with loved ones, and make the most of the season. We'll keep you updated with the latest information as the situation develops. Until then, stay warm, stay safe, and look after one another this winter.